I'm Colleen. I am from the New Haven Free Public Library. I work in the exchange with the EIR, Entrepreneur in Residence, Samantha Williams, and she will be doing this presentation today, so I'm just going to give her the floor.
Thank you. And Colleen, are we also recording on Zoom now or just going live?
We are.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Colleen, for having me. I am Samantha Williams, the Entrepreneur in Residence, EIR, at the New Haven Free Public Library. As the EIR, I host office hours Wednesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 4 through the end of September. So if you would like to chat with me, have a conversation, that's Wednesdays and Thursdays. You can find it in the I² section of the New Haven Free Public Library website. I also host weekly presentations on topics related to the small business community and entrepreneurs and things that can help. So here's just my bio slide that I usually have to get started. I am a writer. My business is Sam's Word, and we primarily provide content and writing services for entrepreneurs and small to mid-sized businesses. As the owner of Sam's Word, I also go around doing these wonderful presentations on a variety of topics that are listed below down here. Up top are some of the types of writing that I can do. And then I have contact information here. And so I like the presentation to be fun and interactive. Feel free to ask me questions, chime in, put them in chat, whatever you may have. And then we will get started. So is there anyone who is just not familiar with email marketing at all? Colleen, okay. So, and this is a safe space, okay? So this is the textbook definition of email marketing. It's going to be any type of marketing that you use to reach out to your contacts, your leads, and clients using words and content. So your copywriting, copywriting is writing specific to selling, right? So you're putting that content out because you're trying to generate leads, you're trying to get income, you're trying to get, you have a purpose, right? So that's going to be the email marketing. Why I like email marketing is because, according to recent research, it is about 40 times more effective than using Facebook and Twitter to acquire new customers. And one of the main reasons for that is because email marketing is going right to their email. Who has not checked their email today? Okay, so that's why email marketing is effective. People check their email, they read their email. And that's why when we'll talk about the subjects and all that, because that's how you capture them, you get their attention, you get their interest, right? But email is 40 times more effective than Facebook and Twitter. And when you think about that, people can pay for social media ads on Facebook, on Twitter. But if you're using email marketing, it's more cost effective than paying for an ad or paying per click. You're just paying for that service that you're using. And if you're using, like me, I use MailChimp, you're going to have free access to email marketing up until a certain point. So we like free marketing. This was I just taught this topic a month ago, less than a month ago, and this is a new data fact that I found out while preparing for this one. So email marketing, it has the highest return of investment across all the marketing channels. So for every $42 that you put into, you get $42 back for every $1 you spend on email marketing. And imagine if you're using MailChimp, which is free to get started. So for $0 down, you're guaranteed at least $42 back, okay? So if you're wondering, should you get started with email marketing? How can you do it? These are just some quick data facts to get you started. So here's some ways you can use email marketing. You want to promote, right? You want to get your name out there. You want to get your products and service out there. So you want to promote your different product services and events. You can use it to raise awareness of different products. If you want to promote discounts and services, you know, there's lots of people, you know, we wait for certain companies to send an email because we know it's going to be a coupon code. And now I can finally buy that toaster oven I was looking for because they finally sent me my coupon code, right? That's all a form of email marketing. You could say you want to use it to increase or convert your subscribers. So you use your targeted email marketing, you put subscribe boxes, you give them leads to they put in their email address and they get a free something, right? So that's how you're going to increase your subscribers, or you want to convert your subscribers. So the people are getting your emails, but are they following through? Are you converting them into clients? Are you going from subscriber to lead to client? You want to think about that process. You also want to use it to educate your audience, add value, and share strategies. So I hope you all are on the Sam's Word mailing list. I like to have some kind of informative piece that I share before I get into my newsletter with my events and everything. And you really can use your email marketing to show that you are an expert in your field. Here's one piece of this little topic that we're going to dive into a little deeper for the purpose of this email. And then next week or next month, whenever I share my email again, we'll go into another topic. You can also use your emails to keep your readers engaged between purchases. So maybe you have a product where they're not buying it every month. Maybe they only buy from you every 6 months or once a year. But while they're not purchasing from you, you can use your emails to stay top of mind, right? Also use it to drive your website traffic. So when you're doing your emails, always make sure you have links to everything, your events, your website, different pages of your website. You can do that also. And you can use it to grow your social media audience. So within your email, you can have links to say, on my social media page, or also at the bottom of your email, you should have your social media icons there so that they can keep connected with you on different platforms. So these are just some reasons why you should be using it. It is easy and affordable. It is timely and relevant. If something's happening right now, so say you have a marketing campaign and you're working with your advertisement team who does it for you, your marketing team, this is something that's usually pre-planned weeks and months in advance. But with email marketing, if something happens this morning, I can create an email and send it out same day as it's happening. So that's how you remain timely and relevant. You don't have to wait for a whole print campaign to come out or billboard or whatever it is. You can get in front of your clients just that quickly. And it is cheaper and faster than sending snail mail. So even if I said, I'm going to write up this whole letter campaign, I'm going to take it to the post office. Now I have to schedule time to get to the post office, and they have different hours now. Then I have to worry about the postage, how much is it going to cost, and then the delivery, when is it going to get there? Versus if you have their email addresses, you can just send out your email campaign, your email marketing tool, and you're in front of them in a matter of moments. I can go into MailChimp right now, put together a campaign, and send it immediately. So I don't have to wait for that. And like I said, it is one of the most effective marketing tactics that people are using. You can use it to attract and retain clients. It increases your professionalism with templates. So there's another one, another tool I was looking into, Flowdesk. That's Flowdesk. And I really like Flowdesk because they have really cool templates. MailChimp, yes, you'll get started for free. Do they have the best templates? Not really, but you can work with it. And when it's free, why challenge it? Flowdesk is not free. I think it's about $40 to $50 a month. And that's why one reason I started looking into it, because now I'm at a point with MailChimp where I am paying. So now I'm saying if I do have to pay, then who's the competitors? What else is out there? Flowdesk templates are just pretty. They're gorgeous. They're lovely. I tried to spend some time, not last week and weekend before, to set it up. And it seemed a little bit more complicated than I thought, so I wasn't able to. So I said, I'll go back to MailChimp, and when I have time, I'll go back and explore Flowdesk. You can use it to boost your sales. Again, stay top of mind. And clients will remember you, right? If first of all, we all get bombarded with emails, right? We're all busy, especially nowadays. We're very busy. And we forget things. But then if somebody sends you an email or a text message, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, I remember her. She did that awesome presentation on email marketing. Then you stay top of mind for them. And it helps you get placed right in front of your current and potential clients. It raises brand awareness and credibility. People start to get used to your brand. They get used to your voice. They get used to your message, your colors, your fonts, your logo, all of that, right? You want to be memorable. Email marketing also allows you to use targeted messaging and segmenting. So segmenting is when, say you have 100 people on your email list. So for me, I'm a writer, right? Say I have 100 people on my email list. Some are people who are employed and they need resumes. Others are companies who need content writers. Those are two different types of audiences. So I can say this week I'm going to write about resumes and I'm only going to send it to the audience of my employed people. Next week I'm going to write about website content, so I'm going to send this to that market. And then you may say, maybe everybody wants to know about these topics, so why segment them, right? So that's how you can play around with it and see how you want to use it. So you use it to build relationships, and you conveniently show up right in their inbox. And I like it because I send out my email marketing. Usually every Wednesday I have an email that goes out. If I'm diligent about it, every Wednesday we have an email that goes out. And when the email goes out, there's a few things I expect. There's going to be some people who unsubscribe, and we say, okay, fine, see y'all later. And we make room for the new people. That's fine. But then I also get leads from people who are on my email list, and either what I found is either they contact me and say, Sammy, this is a great topic. Do you want to do a workshop on it? That's how I got started with this email marketing one. I sent this out, and Fred Welk with the CEDF emailed me and said, Sammy, nice topic. Let's schedule you for a workshop. Okay. And apparently it is a good topic because I'm here today, and I did this last month for another group, and I'm doing it tomorrow. So it is a good topic. Okay. But if I didn't send that email, then maybe I was on his radar, but I'm one of the tasks called Sammy, email Sammy, right? But now I send an email, I show up in his inbox. He says, oh, guess what, Sammy? I've been meaning to talk to you about doing workshops. Do you want to do this one? Right? And then you can use it to easily measure your marketing strategies. Whatever platform you use will allow you to look at your metrics, and you can see your open rates. You can see how your emails are performing. Okay, and any questions so far? Okay. So the people on your email list, they're intrigued. They're already there. They opted in to get your emails, right? So you already have that opt-in. They're already saying, yes, Sammy, sign me up. So they want to see what you have to say. They're interested in the information you have to share. Like I said before about my toaster oven, they're waiting for discounts, right? So they want to say, oh, Sammy never has a sale, and I'm just going to subscribe because I know one of these days Sammy's going to have a sale. So these are the people who want to be engaged with you. They want to know more. All right. They see you as an expert in the field, and they want you to teach them. So they're on your email list. So the email that I sent out that Fred responded to was 6 email marketing tips. Okay. So first we're going to go through that. Define your business goal. So do you want to increase the number of subscribers? You want more people on your email list? And if that is the case, then you want to think deeper. Why do you want more people on your email list? What is the ultimate goal? Do you want to drive traffic to your website and convert subscribers? So it's the same thing, right? So you want them to go to the website, but what do you want them to do? Do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to read a blog? What do you want them to do when they get there? Do you want to inform your subscribers about different events, products, or services? Maybe you have events coming up. Maybe you're teaching email marketing and you want people to come, right? So then you want to put that in your email. You want to grow your social media audience or share your valuable business or industry tips and strategies. Let people know why they need to work with you, why they need to pay you, why they need you as a consultant, why they need to hire you, because you have the skills, you have the knowledge and the expertise, and it's exhibited in your email marketing when you share this information for free, okay? Next, you want to brainstorm topics. So those topics can be about your own company. Is there something happening in the company you want to let people know about? Is there something in the industry that's going on that you should be writing about? Or is there something happening with your subscribers, those people who's getting your emails? What's happening with them that they may want information from you? So once you start brainstorming about these 3 key areas, you'll narrow down your topic. Any questions? So while you're brainstorming your topics, you want to maintain a list, a repository. So I have a Google Doc that I use because I don't write my own emails. I'm too busy writing everyone else's. So my content architect, Yarnique, writes my emails. And so with my emails, like this deck that I have here, I can take this PowerPoint deck and email it to Yarnique, and she will make, like say we didn't have this already, we didn't have a email on it. She would take this PowerPoint deck and create multiple emails from it and repurpose the content that we have here in the deck, okay? So in my Google Drive, I have topics that Yarnique, either we both add to it or she'll add to it, I'll add to it, of different topics. And as we think about it, oh, that would be a really good email topic. Let's put that on the list. Have we talked about this yet? Yeah.
So where do you suggest getting topic ideas? Like if you're just kind of blanking, and would you look at other blogs? Would you look at Twitter? Like where would you look for like ideas for your emails if you're trying to build up your campaign ideas and your topic ideas?
One thing is look at your competitors. What are the people in your industry? What are they doing? What are they writing about? Go to their websites. Do they have a blog? And then I think Google is a really good source for like everything. But on Google, you can search content writing blog ideas, vintage book blog ideas, right? And so when you put it in Google, oh, we have a question. Do you use a landing page for your emails? That's from Lynn. So when you're searching, you want to make it as specific as possible. So I know a lot of accountants who need a blog, right? So blog, you could do blog topics for forensic accountants, or for residential accountants, real estate accountants, right? Because these are, oh, then you niche down a little bit, right? And you say, as an accountant, now I really want to talk to my CFOs. So what are good blog topics for accountants to speak to the CFOs? So if you niche down, that'll help you come up with some ideas. So Lynn wanted to know, let me go back to it so I read it correctly. Do you use a landing page for your emails? I do not use a landing page for my emails. I use MailChimp. So MailChimp does allow you to create landing pages. I actually have a landing page I was using for my collaboration of minority women professionals group that I started as we're building the website. We're launching our website on Thursday, so that's exciting. So while we were building the website for about a year and a half, we were using a MailChimp landing page for like a makeshift website. But for my emails, I generate them in MailChimp and they go out via email. So with email marketing, you're not sending someone to a landing page to read the content. You're showing up in their email box with the content. So I do use multi-purposing with my emails. So my emails, also my blogs. So my process is Yarnique puts it on Squarespace. I use Squarespace. Hey, Yasmin. So I use Squarespace for my website and my blog. So Yarnique first puts my blog up on Squarespace, and then she builds it in MailChimp, and then from MailChimp, it goes out to everyone else.
Would you, if it's too long, suggest a landing page, like doing a preview and then read more here?
I was doing that for a long time, but it's still you can send it to a landing page, but you want it to be connected to your website in some way if you have a website. Yep. So I was doing that for a while, and then I stopped doing that because I got annoyed with other people when I would read their emails and it would say, click here to read more. And I'm like, why can't I just read it here? So I told Yarnique, all right, don't do that no more. We're just going to put the whole blog right here, and then we'll go into the newsletter. But that is also an option you can do. You can also create campaign ideas. So if you say, for the month of September, I'm going to dedicate September to writing about resumes, right? So then every week, I'm going to come up with a new resume topic, and that blog is going to be about resumes. For August was National Black Business Month. So for the month of August, all of my blogs every week were about issues related to Black businesses. Nothing to do with writing, because we took a break from it to focus on Black businesses. And so October, you know, I may have a new theme. October, I may only want to write about developing policies and procedures, or I may only want to write about web content, right? So you create your campaign ideas. You start your list, you create campaign ideas, and then from those ideas, you come up with your themes. Those are the monthly, quarterly, weekly email themes that you're going to be writing about. Any questions? So there's different types of emails, and you've seen these all before. We have the welcome email, right? Those are sent when you get a new subscriber. I have a system set up, because I'm very much into automation and not doing so much myself. So I have a system set up so that if you email me, you will be subscribed to my email list. And then when you get subscribed to my email list, you're going to get a welcome message. You're probably going to be surprised, because you're going to be like, I didn't know I signed up for Sammy's emails. So that's how you get the opt-in. So now you got the message, you know you're there. If you don't want to be on the email list, you're going to unsubscribe. Fine, bye. You make room for other people, right? So that's your welcome message. It lets them know what to expect now that they're on your email list. Then you have the transactional emails. You know, you ordered a book from Amazon, here's your receipt. So those are the confirmations, your order statuses, your receipts, and status updates, right? A direct email. Those are your announcements, special offers, and your discounts, right? So 50% off, save now, right? That's a direct email, okay? It's also fully marketing, right? Then you have your newsletter. That is sent more regularly. You're going to share your company updates, and you're going to focus on your business goals, okay? And so you start to determine when these are sent, right? Your transactional email may only be sent when someone downloads your ebook, right? It's only going to be sent when someone purchases your subscription box. They get that transactional email. Your direct email is when you say, I'm going to have a Labor Day sale, and my email is only going to talk about this Labor Day sale. You have your welcome email for the people who just get on your list, and then you have your newsletter. So that newsletter is your company update. That's where you share like I share my blog before my newsletter. And that's where you want to develop your goals. What is the purpose of that newsletter that you're going to be sending? So I had Yarnique make this when we sent out the email. I had just email like bullet points, and I was like, no, make it look better. So Yarnique made this for me. So now that we got our goals and everything outlined, now you're about ready to write. You're going to establish your final email topic. You're going to make sure your topic is engaging and relevant, because you want them to click. So yes, you send the email, but you want them to click it and read it. And then you want them to follow through. You want them to convert, right? You want them to go to the website. So what is the language and the content you're going to put in there to make them do that? Those are your calls to action, the CTA, the call to action. So you're going to identify and outline your email content, and then it's time to write. And my writers on the call, you know how it is. It's time to write. So the call to action that I was just talking about, what it is. The call to action is that one specific behavior you want the reader to do, to take when they get your content. So it informs the reader. It encourages repeat business. It helps convert your lurkers to leads, right? Because we all got lurkers. We all have people who are watching and trying to figure out how you do what you do that you doing like that, right? So That's why you have your call to action and you say, hey, lurker boo, I see you watching. Click here. Click here to find out more. I know you want to find out more. Click here. Okay. That's how you just reel them in a little bit. So you want to make sure your call to action.
I have a question in the chat, actually. I think it was a private question, but it was supposed to be to you and I. So do you put a call to action in every email? Or
Absolutely.
Is it absolutely? Okay.
Absolutely. Anything you send out should have a call to action. Your social media post should have a call to action. I posted today about resumes. It had a call to action. If you need help with a resume, email writers@samsword.com. Everything you do should have a call to action. Otherwise, it's like, if you don't want me to do nothing with this, why did you put it out? Well, okay, that's great. What do you want me to do? I want you to contact me. I want you to buy from me. I want to be your writer, right? Oh, we got another one I see. How often do your call to action sell? That's the conversion rate. So it all depends on, it depends on the frequency. Like today, I put out the social media post for resumes, right? So that's out there now. 2 weeks from now, someone can click on one of my hashtags and see that post and then contact me. So it all depends on the frequency and how you're measuring. For the email marketing, the call to actions, I mean, they work really great. And I make it easy. I have my email address right at the end of every email. My email marketing email always ends, that last sentence is a call to action. So in August, when we were writing about National Black Business Month, my call to action was, you need to be regularly supporting and empowering Black businesses. Email me if you need information on how you can support Black businesses. Or it would say, identify how you can support Black businesses going forward. So those are your call to actions. This week on my email, we just resent it yesterday. And that was, again, we reiterated what we did in August. So in August, I highlighted Black women business owners in my social media page. So Yarnique put together a guide with all of the women's the women's contact information. And so our call to action in this newsletter was to continue to support Black businesses and women-owned Black businesses. So it all depends on what the call to action is, what the actual conversion is. But like I said, when I send out my emails, I get at least 3 to 4 leads. People reply back and say, either, Sammy, thanks for sending this. I've been meaning to contact you about X, Y, and Z. Or, Sammy, this is a really good topic. Can you create a workshop and come in and teach a workshop for me? Or they say, Sammy, this is good. This just happened the other day. Sammy, this is good. I want you to come in and teach once a month on a different topic. Can you send me some topics? So it all varies. But none of those opportunities would exist if I wasn't sending that email. So that's where it starts. So then you want to select the platform. And as you see, we have very limited choices here. There's only like 2 we can pick, right? So they all vary. You want to see what's going to work best for you. I don't even think Flowdesk is on here. Flowdesk is fairly new, but I'm using MailChimp. I tried Constant Contact. It's not for me. But I know people who use Aweber, ConvertKit. So there's a lot of different ones out here that you can visit. Like I said, I started with MailChimp. When I got to the point where I needed to pay, that's when I had Yarnique do an analysis, a competitive analysis to see, should I stay with MailChimp? Should I go to Constant Contact? What about this Flowdesk thing, right?
So we have a question, and also I was going to say this is being recorded, so it will be in our Facebook video catalog if you need to screenshot that last page and for options. And is it okay to start with the free ones is the question. So
yes, and I'll go back. I'll park it here while I answer that question. It's absolutely okay to start with free. I was not paying for MailChimp until I reached that level where I needed to. MailChimp allows you to have 2,000 subscribers for free. So when you think about just starting out, how many emails do you have right now? How long is it going to take you to get to 2,000? Or have you been collecting emails and now you just got to put them into a system and you're closer to 2,000? So you just want to see where you are. And then I would search too, who are MailChimp's competitors that are offering free email marketing platforms? Because at one point, Constant Contact had a free program. Earlier this year, they did, and all of a sudden it's gone. I was telling Yarnique when she was doing her analysis, I was asking her, how many subscribers do I need for Constant Contact? And she was like, this is how I know when I'm usually in trouble. She was like, ma'am, they don't have a free plan anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, my bad. So
we have another question. Can you move from one platform to another easily, or does it depend on the platform?
You can. What you're going to do for whichever platform you're on, you're going to export your list, your contact list, and then you're going to import it into the new platform. So a
lot of the platforms make that pretty easy nowadays.
Yeah.
Because they want you to use them.
Yeah, you go in, you export your list. The hardest part is getting set up, right? Developing your templates, getting your fonts and images and things like that. But yes, it's your content, it's your email address. You're welcome. So yeah, I started with MailChimp. I'm still with MailChimp. I don't get paid from MailChimp to say that. It's just what I use. And these are some of the things you can use with the free platform. You have the email campaigns, you have the automation. So automation is when someone subscribes to your list, they get a welcome email. That's part of the automation, okay? There are landing pages that you can use for free. You get real-time analytics, and they do have templates. And of course, if you pay, you get a little bit more, okay? I did not pay for MailChimp until I needed to. So until I reached my 2,000 subscribers, I wasn't paying for MailChimp, okay? Any questions? So to get started, you really need email addresses, right? Because we're going to begin with the end in mind. That's Covey. Do I have my Covey book here somewhere? That's Covey, Stephen Covey, right? We begin with the end in mind. So the end is to send an email to someone. That means you need email addresses. So these are some ways you can start grabbing email addresses. You can build your email list. So these are just a few, but I have all of these business cards, right? I go to all these before COVID, I go to all these networking events and I collect all these business cards, right? I go home, I take those business cards and I put them on my email list, right? You can do a pop-up box on your website. So when you know how you visit someone's website and a box pops up so you could throw in your email address, you can do that. You can have your landing page. So my landing page that I have for my collaboration, it has a lot of different things on it. This free one-page landing page has, for people, it's a membership. So you can select your PayPal membership, how you want to pay. You can download the member application. You can sign up for our mailing list, and you can join our Facebook groups, all on the landing page, all through MailChimp. You can have a link on your Instagram profile. So I was using Linktree, because on Instagram, you can only put one link in your profile. So I was using Linktree, which allows, when you click it, you have a multiple list of links you can click. And so that's one way to put it there. You can have it integrated on your Facebook page. So on your Facebook business page, on the side left, one of the options you can have is to join your email list.
We have a question about options. So from Rebecca, we have Sam. Do you have a really clever opt-in message? Do you have any advice for creating that on your website?
So I was just listening to, I forget what I was watching, but what they said, oh, you know what? It was in my BNI group, because I'm in the BNI. There's a digital marketer in the group, and he said that changing your message in your opt-in box from register here or sign in to just something a little more different to stay updated, it gives you like a 65% higher chance of someone registering and giving you their email address. So, you know, you can always leave it, you know, thank you, subscribe now, register here, but you can also personalize it a little bit and say, you know, mine says like, do you want to know the word? Why? Because I'm Sam's word, right? So do you want to know the word? Put in your email address, right? So you can also think about incorporating lingo and terminology that is specific to you and your business. It really is another extension of your brand, so that it's following you through. And that's another thing too, on your email boxes, your pop-up box, you want to make sure that it's formatted and looks like your brand. So you're extending your brand identity, but everything you do should be connected to your brand, and it should look like your brand.
So on that note, for your website, if you're in the process of building a website and branding and all that stuff, is the landing page for your emails a temporary placeholder until your website is fully built? And is it more of a quick reference about your services, or is it more of like a pseudo website, I guess?
So the purpose that I've used my landing page for my collaboration, that's the collaboration of minority women professionals, was a placeholder while we built the website. So on that landing page, that's where you had options for everything, but now we have an actual functioning website that we invested in, we built out, and we will be launching on Thursday. And then we'll see what we'll do with the landing page. Maybe we'll keep the landing page, maybe we won't. So instead of, you know, them going to the website and clicking the different pages and ultimately getting the same information, they can click on the landing page and everything is right there, seamless. So I don't know what we're going to do with it. But
are you using MailChimp for that?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can create contests. You know, the first 10 people who subscribe get something. You do that also as a free giveaway. Click here for my free ebook to learn how to write an email marketing PowerPoint presentation, right? You can do email funnels. We all love the funnels, right? So you put in your email address and then like every single day you get a new email. Those are fun. And you can do a webinar or workshop opt-in. So before COVID, if I was teaching this in the library, I would have a sign-in sheet. And then on that sign-in sheet would be a box, add me to your email list. And then if you check it, you're going on my email list, okay?
Oh, the good old days when we could have people in, you know?
After COVID, I'm gonna have to go to the library and just go, oh, wow, it still exists, wow.
I hope everyone does when we're open.
And then we have creating your email marketing schedule. And this is very important because it's not like you just say, well, some people do say, oh, it's Tuesday, guess I should send an email. You want to be prepared. And there's research that goes into that. When you start to see my emails that I send that Yarnique writes, you can tell that we're not just winging it. There's research, there's backlinks, there's all kinds of content that goes into writing the email. So you may say, I want to do a monthly email, I want to do a weekly email, I want to do a bi-weekly email, right? But you want to think about your time. So like for my schedule, for Yarnique's schedule, I should say, I'm expecting Yarnique to have a blog on my website on Squarespace by Monday. That blog is going to be included in my email that goes out Wednesday. So that Monday is Yarnique's deadline. So whatever work she's doing now, which I hope she is to write that blog that I'm going to get on Monday. Okay. So Yarnique puts the blog up on Monday in Squarespace. So all her images, her graphics, her content, everything is there. I proofread it, she proofread it, I proofread it, she proofread it, and then she moves it over to MailChimp. So that gives us some time to say, okay, the blog needs to go out, newsletter needs to go out on Wednesday, but it's going to be done on Monday. So now we can make any final touches we need to make to it. Then it's developed in MailChimp, it's created, the subject heading and all that is done in MailChimp. And then it goes out Wednesday. And then we're working again for the next blog that's going to come out on Monday. That's going to go to the website. So
do you have days that you suggest?
It depends. I've sent emails every day of the week, Monday through Sunday. I've sent them all, Sunday through Monday, however you say it. I find Mondays are good because it depends. Mondays are good because a lot of people are back to work, right? If you think of it that sense. My emails are 24/7, 7 days a week. So it don't matter what day of the week you send me an email, I'm going to get it, right?
What about times also?
Time of day, I usually go for about 10:15, 10:30. That way, in my mind, I put my corporate hat back on and I say, okay, or even before corporate, my just working hat, right? So I get to work, I check some emails, I might go on my 15-minute break, and then by 10:30, 11 o'clock, I'm back at my emails again. So I'm not in that first batch of emails that people are checking. I'm going to come in that second batch towards lunchtime that they're going to get. And my emails, I do mine on Wednesdays, just because I think it's a good midpoint in the middle of the week. So Wednesdays at 10 or 10:15, you'll usually get my email. And then I have clients who want to do an email every Tuesday and Thursday, or they only send the email every other week. Or there's some who send emails monthly. I have a lot of clients who contact me because they want to get started with email writing, but they're not sure about the time to plan and prepare and research and get everything coordinated. Emails. And then they move into bi-weekly. And then as they get used to it, they're like, oh, okay, I can do this weekly. I can do this. So it all depends. And then, so those are the 6 tips. And then this is the bonus tip. You want to know your metrics. And you use the metrics to inform your emails that you're writing. You use them to set reasonable and sustainable goals. Remember, we started in the beginning talking about the goals of your email marketing. So these are all different rates that you're going to look at for your email marketing. What is your open rate? Those are just people get your email and they click it and open it. That's your open rate. The average open rate is somewhere between 13 to 22%. Like 22% open rate, 23% is really good open rate. So if you look at your open rates and you're like 36%, you're doing good, okay? Your click-through rate. So they get your email and they click one of the links that's on there. You can, all of this is available for free in MailChimp too. So these are all metrics that are available for you. Your conversion rate. So if you have something that they can click and buy right from reading your email, that's going to count in your conversion rate. Your bounce rate. So those are the emails you send out and it gets kicked back. It does not go through to that person. And your delivery rate. So that's to say, I have 100 people on my email list and it was successfully delivered to all 100 people. Okay. So these are the rates that you want to be mindful of. These are your metrics and your analytics, and use them to guide and inform your emails. Okay. And that's it, guys. Any questions? Any more questions?
Well, that was great. That really helped me.
Thank you.
This girl knows her stuff. We're glad you've been our EIR. I wish we could keep you forever.
I wish you could keep me forever too. I like being the EIR.
No, I'm glad.
Thank you, Lynn. Lynn said that was awesome. Thank you. Can we connect on social? Absolutely. All my social is here. Sam's Word. Sam's_word on Instagram, Facebook. I'm Sam's Word LLC. And
sign up for her emails. How about that?
Sign up for my email. And on my social media, you'll find my my link to get on. Right. Rebecca, are you not on my email list? Well, I don't know if I'm on your email list, Rebecca. You have to see. The EIR,
I know. I couldn't believe it either. I was like, how am I not on your list?
That's the bad thing. It's like, I'm getting on you and I'm like, wait, am I on your list? I don't even know.
Lynn, how did you hear about this if you're from Canada? I would love to know.
Social media.
Social media, right? Yeah. Oh, Meetup. That's wonderful.
Oh, you posted on Meetup?
Yeah, we've just started that. Like last month, we started entering all this stuff into Meetup. So that's great.
Wow. And
yeah, EIR is the Entrepreneur in Residence. So once Sammy is funneled out, we actually have a new one that's coming in October, like mid-October. And they run programs and do office hours for new businesses, entrepreneurs, anyone that has questions. So their hours will be different, but it's all on our website and it'll be announced on our social media too.
And it is a really awesome opportunity, and mine is coming to an end. So this weekend I was Googling, I was on LinkedIn looking for open entrepreneur in residence positions. I was like, I want to do this again. Who is hiring? Like,
I know, we love it. It's my favorite program, absolutely.
It's so cool. And yes, Yasmin is a lurker. She's the one who contacted me from LinkedIn and was like, I've been watching you. I know what you do. I want to learn more.
Converted one. Yeah.
I converted one, right?
All right, so we have a question really quick from Anna. I used to create visual heavy emails in Illustrator and would drop them into Constant Contact. Do you see any downsides to doing that?
Let me read that. I used to create visual heavy emails. So that means a lot of pictures, Anna, and Illustrator, and would drop them into Constant Contact. Do you see any downsides? So you're creating pictures and then you're sending them through Constant Contact. No, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly
fine. I
fine.
think sometimes if you're good at Illustrator, sometimes Illustrator or Canva can also be really good if you don't like the templates on Constant or MailChimp, like creating your own template. They have a lot of good options too. So if you're able to just drop those into Constant Contact, I would say I agree with Sammy.
So you're creating the image in the content in Illustrator and then popping that into Constant Contact and sending it out. The templates weren't my brand. Okay, the templates not being your brand is a separate thing. But for putting them in Constant Contact, that's perfectly fine. Like Yarnique, I use Canva. Yarnique does not. She's like, no, ma'am, I don't use Canva. She uses whatever.
We love Canva at the library, so I will say
I'm a
try it out.
I'm not a graphic designer. You don't want me in a photo in a Adobe anything. And so Yarnique will go and like one of the email image I showed, like I had it in bullet points and I said, make that into a graphic. So then she goes into Illustrator or whatever Adobe product she's using, creates a visual for it, and then puts it into the MailChimp email, and it goes fine. And then you said the templates weren't my brand. What does that mean, Anna? Whose brand were they?
I'm wondering if she needed like certain colors, certain images that weren't offered, and maybe she didn't like the text or the way it looked.
I'm gonna answer it really quickly, just because I'm not able to type fast enough.
Okay.
So I used to do them for a small business, and there were specific brand guidelines that I have to follow, and it had to do with colors and it had to do with font type, and they didn't have those fonts or colors available. So I just had to basically just make it myself. And so I was essentially, it was a weekly email, so it wasn't something I had to do like twice a week, but I would essentially have to build the email template myself in Illustrator and then switch out the copy whenever it was needed to be switched out. But it was just like, I'm just curious if there's something about the templates that are available in Constant Contact that I'm missing out on, that like if there's, because I'm able to like insert links with the Illustrator, like I can actually make it a live document.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if there's something else that the Constant Contact templates have that I'm not able to kind of put into what I'm making in Illustrator.
So I don't know about Constant Contact specifically. I was actually supposed to be one of the like reps where I could teach Constant Contact and earn income from that. Yasmin, that's another hustle you could do, right? So you could learn how to do Constant Contact, teach a program, set people up, and then you get residual income from that. I didn't have time to learn it. But Constant Contact, it should have the capability for you to do the live links, to use your backlinks to send to other pages. You can
I'm wondering if there's like animation, or if there's certain, I think she's saying like if there's anything Constant is offering that she's not able to use by doing it on Illustrator, which I'm wondering. I don't really know. Yeah.
I don't really know either, but even like the animation, I just did, well, Yarnique just did one with the animation on it, and it was really cool. I think, oh, it's when I went on vacation. She had like something swinging or something in the animation.
Yeah.
And that, well, I think she did that on Canva. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, Canva has a lot of amazing animation additions that they've done recently, and so we've been playing around
also
with those
the Zoom backgrounds too. There's some really cool Zoom backgrounds in Canva.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't looked into that.
Yeah, there's a few. I still, I don't have time to play around with it. I want to play, but this is as far as I got. And this is, oh, I think, matter of fact, it won't even let me do it. It was telling me before I needed to update my package or something.
Oh, Zoom was?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So, yes. So welcome to
Sam
my show. Welcome to my show. So if it's built into Zoom, I've played around with it. But for, oh, now I'm trying to take it off. There we go. Oh, I thought I took it off.
Mine is very nice. It's just basic kitchen. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I like that one.
I like this one too.
And it moves when you talk. That's
I know,
great.
Isn't it great? So I've been playing around with like a bunch of these kind of things. But constant contact and digging into it, that's one reason I stayed with MailChimp. I don't have time to learn constant contact right now. If I need to send an email, I can get on MailChimp. I can put something together in 5-10 minutes and send it out to all my subscribers. I'm up to like, I don't know, 3,500. So I can send it out to all my subscribers. So, you know, I'm not willing to learn that yet. This is like Flowdesk. I tried to learn Flowdesk, right? But I don't have time. So I was like, yeah, I'm going back to MailChimp. Go back to the good thing that I know.